Hey everybody, it's Heath here, and you think you're looking at Google Chrome, and you are, but this is Google Chrome on Ubuntu. And what's interesting is this might actually be a preview of what's to come in the Google operating system. I found this code on omgubuntu.co.uk. They've been talking about it for a couple of days, and there are a number of screenshots out there, but I thought you guys might like to see what it actually looks like up and running, as well as some of the features that might lend you to believe that this might be the new operating system look and feel. So first off, it does look like a normal browser. You've got things like your refresh and reload, your home screen, the browser address bar where you can enter in where you want to go. But some interesting things over here on the right-hand side that you don't normally find in a browser. There's a clock. In fact, you can click it and it'll tell you what the date is. That's typically something that you only find within the operating system. Next to that is a little X. And if you click on that X, it says no networks are available. So possibly a spot where we're eventually going to see some icons that tell you about the wireless or wired network that you're on. Next to that is a question mark. When you click on that question mark, it tells you that your battery is at 0% and it's calculating the remaining time. Again, this is just a placeholder drop-down box, but kind of interesting to see that within what we would typically think of as a browser window, it's telling you about the battery status on your computer. Next to that, if I use the drop-down box, you're going to see some normal things that you would in a browser. Opening a new tab, a new window, a new incognito window for private browsing. But if we come down here to the Options tab, you'll notice that the very first tab is called Google Chrome OS. You can apparently at some point in the future select a network that you want to be a part of, but currently that's not functional. You can also set the sensitivity and speed of your touchpad, enable tap to click, and vertical edge scrolling. All of the other tabs are your basic tabs that you would see in Google Chrome related to actual browsing activity. Basics, personal stuff or passwords, auto-filling in forms, and then under the hood to change your proxy settings or your privacy settings. But kind of interesting to see this first tab that's called Google Chrome OS. Underneath that, you'll find another configuration box that has very similar content. New tab, new window, new incognito, but just a few different options than you saw in this drop-down list up here, which also includes history, bookmarks, etc. Next to that, you've got this other little drop-down, which is to control the current page. And the interesting thing here is you don't just get your cut, copy, paste, and your find and zoom tools. You also get this interesting little item here at the top called Create Application Shortcuts. So the implication here is that you'll be able to actually create a shortcut to an app that's installed on your system, and it will then be presented in the browser as a quick link. If I click on it right now, it's going to ask me if I want to create a desktop application shortcut or something in the applications menu, but I'm not going to do that right now. The other option here is a developer tool. We can view the source. There are built-in developer tools and a task manager. Interesting that there would be a task manager. Again, something you typically see in an operating system, but it tells me that my browser's running, tells me how much memory it's using, CPU priority as well. And there's this interesting little box that says Stats for Nerds. If I click on that, I learn how much memory is being taken up by my browser, Chrome, as well as I've got Firefox running, and then some interesting information down here about the actual processes that are running as well. So again, things that you would typically find in an operating system, not in a browser. So let's close that. That's pretty much it. Oh, one other thing. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll notice this little Google circular icon. This allows you to log into your Google account so that you can integrate this with all of your other Google fun activities that you might be involved in, like Google Mail, Google Voice, Google Talk, Calendar, etc. So an interesting little preview of what might be to come in the Google Chrome operating system. I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to test out using this tool. Talk to you later. Bye.